students. My name is Enoch. I'm a math teacher. Today's presentation is about integration. The subtopic of today's lesson is about finding area and volume. But before we come to this topic, we are going to revise some important points. That's about definite integral. On definite integral, we have seen that the integral has a form from a up to b f of x dx. This is the definite integral. When we integrate such kind of functions, we integrate first the function that's f of x, and we evaluate that function in terms of a and b. So the lower limit of this integration is a, the upper limit of this integration is b, so that the last output will be f of b minus f of a. This is the basic step of finding definite integral. So keep this in your mind, and let's give one example about definite integral. The example that is, find the definite integral from 0 up to 3 x radical of x squared plus 1. This function. Now, before this definite integral, we have seen about indefinite integral, that is, there is no the lower limit and upper limit. But for the case of definite integral, we have the integration which is bounded between 0 and 3. And to integrate this function first, we simply integrate the indefinite integral. That is, the integral of x radical of x squared plus 1. In this function, we consider this function. That function is product of x and radical of x squared plus 1. To integrate this function, we have seen different approaches. That's one method of that approach is, we call it integration by substitution. When you use this kind of step, what we're going to look is, when there are two functions, if one of the functions is a derivative of the other, so that we have to apply the substitution method. We have learned that one in previous lessons. So let us integrate this function using substitution method. So when we use substitution method, we have to choose which function said to be u. So from our previous lesson, we take the function u is equal to x squared plus 1. After taking the main step or the importance of taking u is to simplify the function into simple or basic function. To change this function into basic function. So we take the inside one x squared plus 1 as a u. After taking this u, we derivate du over dx. So when you derivate this function, this becomes 2x over 1 du is to x dx. Now this we have x and dx. So this x and dx can be substituted by du. But we have here 2. So to eliminate these 2, we divide both sides by 2. So that x dx is equivalent with du over 2. That's our main step. So that we exchange this x dx into du over 2 and this radical of x squared plus 1 into radical of u. Now we have changed this function into basic function, that we call it power function. So now this function is converted to this function, so that integrating this function is integrating a power function. That power function is use a power converter to do. So when we integrate power function, we have a rule. What we do is we take out the variable and we add 1 in the exponent and over 1 over 2 plus 1. This is a basic rule of integrating power function. So that this becomes u 3 over 2 over 3 over 2 plus c. So that this is 2 over 3 u 3 over 2. We are done with the integration, but now on this step we have said this x squared plus 1 in terms of u, so that we have to change this u by this x squared plus 1. So this will be changed into 2 over 3 x squared plus 1 3 over plus c times 2 we have 2. So that 2 over 3 x squared plus 1 over q plus c. This will be the final or end result of the integration of 0 up to 3 x into radical of x squared plus 1 dx. I hope you understand what definite integral is all about. So when you come to area, it's very simple. So that if you have clear understanding of finding definite integral, finding area is finding the definite integral. So when you have a function f of x, that function, for example, if you take f of x equal to x, and if you are asked to find the area, which is the area formed between the function and the x-axis. For example, f of x equal to x, this is f of x equal to x. This is a function. If you are asked to find the area between the function f of x and between the x-axis, which is given by from 0 up to 1. There are two ways of asking question of area. That is, the area between a function and the x or y axis, or the area which is formed between two curves. When you have two functions, between two functions, we can form a kind of area, region. So you are asked to find that region, or sometimes you are asked to find region between the function and the axis. So when you have only one function, to find that area, you just have a simple formula. We have this lower and upper limit, so we start from 0 to 1 and integrate that function. This is the area of a region which is bounded by the function x and the x-axis. So that this will become x squared over 2 divided from 0 to 1, that is 1 over 2 minus 0, that is 1 over 2. But when you have two functions, what about two functions? For example, let's take one function that is 4 minus x squared and g of x, that is straight. You may be asked the area which is formed between these two functions, between point of intersection. So the first thing what we do is we draw a graph of these functions on a given coordinate plane. So the graph of 4 minus x squared will be easy to draw this graph. The point of the x-axis is from minus 2 up to 2. And this is the graph of the 4 minus x squared, and we also draw the graph of g of x equal to x. That will be, which is passed through the x-axis. Now, the point is here. Now we have region, this region. We are asked to find the region, the area of this region, because this region is formed based on these two functions. So that to find the area of this region, we need to find 2 points, the intersection point of these two functions. So this is our region. We are asked to find this area of this region. This irregular region or regular shape, so that we don't have any formula to find this. If it's rectangle, we can make length times width. If it is a square, we can make length square. But for the case of irregular shaped body, we only use integration to find the area. So that was the main application of integration. Especially definite integration is to help us to find areas of irregular shaped bodies. So this is one irregular shaped area or region. So that to find this, first we have to find the intersection point. To get this intersection point of these two graphs, we equate these two functions. When we equate these two functions, we get points for minus x squared, here we have minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. So when you multiply by negative, that becomes x squared plus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So it is 4 minus. Now we find two numbers whose product is minus 4 and whose sum is 3. Those two numbers are what? 1 and negative 1 and 4. When you multiply minus 1 and 4, it gives you minus 4. When you add minus 1 and 4, it will give you 3. So that when you factorize this expression, it becomes an x minus 1 times x plus 1. This is a technique of factorizing a quadratic function using Euclidean square method. So that when you do this one, x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x becomes 1 and x is equal to minus 4. From this, so this point is going to be minus 4 because this is on the x-axis. So this calculation, this the overall output of this calculation is to find the x value of this graph, the intersection value of this graph. So the x is minus 4, here is 1. So After taking the intersection point of the x value, that's 1 and minus 4. Now we go to the finding the calculation of the two functions. Now, first, the formula for finding area, which is formed between two curves, we make integration of a to b, f of x minus g of x. G of x, where f of x must be greater than g of x. We have to be sure on making which function comes first and which function comes next. We choose that function by looking at the graph. For example, if you look at the graph of this is a quadratic function that's 4 minus x squared. So that this function is greater than this one, because between these two regions, on this enclosed region, the function comes up on this function. So that this is the greater function, and this is the one we subtract. So that we take the first function, that's 4 minus x squared. Minus, and that's 3x. Sometimes this may come at the upper side, so that we take this one at the first, not only by saying f of x and g of x. We just take the first function by looking at the graph. When the one of the graph is upper than the other, so we take that one on the first, then we take the next. So when we do this, we have given that, we have taken these points, that's from minus 4 up to 1. So for this a to b, we take the first lower limit is minus 4, the upper limit is 1. So from minus 4 up to 1. Now we simplify this function, that's 4 minus x squared minus 3x is. When you integrate this function, it's a polynomial function. Integrating this function is very easy, so we use the basic rule. So that the integration of 4 is 4x minus the integration of x squared is x cubed over 3 minus 3x squared over 2, evaluating from minus 4 up to 1. Now first we substitute 1 on this function, so that's 4 minus 1 over 3 minus 0 over 2 minus the minus 4, when you substitute minus 4 to this, minus 16 minus 4 cubed is 64 over 3 minus 16 and 3 is 48 over 2. When you simplify this function, 4 minus 1 over 3 minus 0 over 2, it is plus 64 over 3 plus this 24. We have 28. Here minus 1 over 6, 64 over 6 plus 63 over 3 minus 0 over 2. So this is all about simplifying this expression. Simplifying. So when we look at finding area, what we need to focus is, first we have to differentiate that area is formed between one function or two functions. When it's formed by one function, we just easily use this formula. Area is equal to the integration. These are the lower and upper limit of f of x, g of x. We use this function when only that region is formed between the function and the x-axis. When that region is formed between two functions, like f of x and g of x, first we choose which function is greater. For example, if f of x is greater than g of x, so the area which is formed, or the region which is formed between these two functions is the integration between the intersection of those graph points, then f of x minus g of x is. It will be a simple explanation of finding area of enclosed region, so that take some exercises. There are different exercises in the book, so that exercise those books. Just apply these rules. Next time we'll see volume and we'll finish that integration. So about the rest is volume. So see you next time. Stay safe, stay home. Thank you.